Everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with a fun video here, a little bit different than the usual field test shooting video. Because today we're just gonna, basically what we're gonna do is try to find out which gun has the highest rate of fire and, approximately how well it does in full auto mode with 25 rounds on the target. What kind of grouping can we get from each gun? A lot of these guns move around a lot, especially the Uzi, so it's gonna be kind of hit and miss, literally. And so we're just gonna do this for fun. I've got separate videos for a lot of these guns, like field test videos where I do chronograph, feet per second testing, and also like semi-auto shooting to see what kind of real accuracy we can get out of them. So I'll put links in the videos for those, or in this video for those separate videos for each gun. I even have some combined videos where I shoot some of these guns together. So I'll try and put some of those videos together for you. We have the Umarex Legends MP here. I gotta move some guns off the table to make room. We have the Mini Uzi, the KWC Mini Uzi, Cybergun Mini Uzi that I will be shooting. That one's gonna rock around a lot. Hopefully I can hit the target and not get my cameras. And then we have the Thompson M1A1, of course, by Umarex. And I'm gonna try and really get through these as quick as possible. We have the DPMS SBR by Crosman, one of the original Crosman full auto BB guns. And so let's just get right to it. And we've also got the Crosman AK1. So we're gonna get right into this. Make sure this gun is performing. I don't know if this will lock back. I hope it will. If not, we'll try to have to figure out by the sound of the way the gun's firing when it's actually gotten through the 25 rounds. And again, we're shooting 25 rounds in all these guns to give it a fair comparison because they can all hold 25 rounds. Some will hold a bit more, some will hold a bit less. So here we go. You heard it sounded different. It didn't lock back for whatever reason, but there was definitely a different tone. And when I go back, I'm gonna go through the audio and scrub through it and figure out when I got through those 25 rounds to figure out what which one has the highest rate of fire. So let's move on to the next one. Let's take a quick look. Put this over here. A lot of guns going on. All right, let's take a quick look. Shot a bit low, but not too bad. I mean, it's low, but the grouping is actually pretty reasonable. I'm gonna say that's roughly 4 inches. We'll try and keep that, remember that, throughout the video, because I'm just putting new paper on here. We're not gonna really try and slow this down too much. I'm not gonna keep the paper. We can always look back and post. All right, should we shoot the big AK? We might as well do the AK1. Make sure it's in there. Sight, pop it up. And we gotta cycle it back. We should be ready to go. Okay, can we keep this on target? And that one locked back, so that's gonna be a lot easier. That looks pretty damn tight. That looks like a really nice grouping. Wow. Holy smokes. I gotta say, that's probably the best full auto grouping I've ever shot. Like that is an inch and a half to 2 inches tops. I'm gonna go with almost 1.5 inches. That's insane. I don't think like I said, I've never got a full auto grouping that close together because the guns do have internal blowback. They do rock around a little bit. It's gonna happen. Let's do the M1A1. Okay, which one is the Uzi mag? This should be the M1A1 mag. Yeah, okay. Gotta remember what direction to put it in. Okay, we should be good. This one I remember is pretty darn fast. So we're gonna unload this pretty quick. Here we go. Oh, that's semi-auto. Okay, so we lost one, but that's okay. It'll be pretty close. Here we go. As you could hear, that was definitely really fast. Like I said, this is probably one of the fastest in terms of rate of fire. Spread out a bit more, but there's a nice grouping right here, about 2.5 to 3 inches. A couple kind of drop down. The gun moves around, obviously, but still, that's pretty close to 4, maybe 5 inches. But most of them were in within 2 to 3 inches, I'd have to say. So probably a little tighter grouping than the SBR, but not the whole feed. Let's do the Legends MP. We'll leave the Mini Uzi for last, just in case I break a camera or something. All right, so got the right way. Okay, should be ready to go. Pop the sight up. No, we'll use the lower one. Try and Keep it down. Okay, here we go. Okay, some came back. That's okay. Hopefully we didn't hit anything important. We're good. Yeah, they're shooting a bit low, it seems. It seems to be a trend. A little bit low, so I probably want to aim a little higher. But that looks pretty good. We had, I'm going to say that's just over 2 inches. Most of them within 2 inches. A couple came out. So that one had, I would say, the slowest rate of fire so far, but pretty decent accuracy. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll put the rank on there as I'm doing this, at least my interpretation of what I think is the fastest rate of fire and the best accuracy in full auto. Okay, so this guy's gonna move around. I'm gonna just sort of hold it because it likes to buck. It's gonna be better if I just put it on my shoulder here. So, all right. We're unsafe, we're in full auto mode, we're ready to go. Okay, we had, I don't know what you want to call that. We're gonna try this again. I'm not gonna give up on this guy. I'm actually gonna bring out a backup one. For whatever reason, not working so well. So we're gonna load this up again. I know it takes 25 rounds approximately. CO2 here. We're gonna get this back in. Don't know why, but didn't like that one, but I have a backup Uzi, just in case. Even got the foam on it. That one's, I don't know, maybe there's this is the first gen mag and the first gen gun. They did slightly change them, so maybe I'm mixing and matching these and that's the problem. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just gonna that one just not happy with that. We didn't even get through it. The CO2's done. Bullets everywhere. I've definitely I got 3 on the target. Yeah, my camera's okay. This one's still running. Okay, so let's just, well, we got the Uzi in there. That thing didn't perform well at all. Maybe it's just too cold right now. It isn't exactly super warm in here, but it should have performed better than that. Anyways, brand new CO2. Mags are being weird. I'm gonna have to play around with that. I've shot that before in other videos and it worked flawlessly for me, so I don't know what's up with that, but it is what it is. I kind of threw that one in there just for fun because it's different than these Umarex and Crossman full auto BB guns. They're totally different mechanism. These ones have a totally different, they're all kind of made in the same factory. I believe it might be Win Gun, I'm not sure, but they're all kind of have a similar internal mechanism or similar internal mechanisms. That's why they kind of all shot similarly, slightly different rates of firing, because I'm sure the bolts are slightly different in some of the guns. The different, the M&P and the M1A1 are slightly different than, for instance, even the AK and of course the MPW, or the SBR that I was using today. So anyways, that was fun. I'm gonna go back and try and figure out which gun had the highest rate of fire and which gun, also was probably the most accurate, or probably, I think we know which one that one is, right? It's gonna be this one. But in terms of rate of fire, I'm gonna just guess that the Thompson was probably the fastest, and I'm gonna say that the AK-1 and the M&P were somewhere in the middle, and then the SBR was probably the slowest, just by the sounds of things, and that Uzi, we're just gonna kind of keep it out of the running. It obviously didn't perform well in either category. All right, again, watch the videos for all those guns. I've got different, indoor field tester videos for both of those where I test out the chronograph, where I test out the accuracy. You can watch that Uzi video. It did perform a lot better for me probably the first couple of times I tested it. Not sure what's going on with it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, check out our Canada and US online stores where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. Until next time, take care.